Hey guys, Dave from Wolfhard Hobbying here, and today we're going to take a look at painting the Genestealer Patriarch. So the model has been primed in a yellow primer and given a base coat color of Minotaur's Citrus Orange. As well, he has been given a heavy wash of Agrax Earthshade just to get the deep recesses. So next we're going to kind of reestablish a clean orange kind of look for the arms, the legs, the tail, and those parts. So we're going to come in with Citadel's Jacaro Orange, I believe that's how it's pronounced, and we're just going to go over the main flat areas of the model, making sure we keep that Agrax Earthshade tone in the deep recesses, like on his elbow joint and near that wrist there. So the paint has been thinned out with Lamaine medium, and just working here just to make sure that, again, we're just getting these flat areas here and leaving a lot of that Agrax color in the recesses. This will just help us establish our base tone for the orange. Now, I know usually these Tyranids are painted in more of a purple color, but I wanted to do my own color here. But you could do the same thing with that purple color scheme, using maybe a Druchii Violet for your first wash, to have the dark purple in those recesses, and then work over top with probably I would start with the Zurus purple. I wouldn't go Nagroth Night because it might be a little too dark for that color scheme, but that would be up to you. So we're just going to go over the entirety of the model, picking out, again, these flat parts and leaving that color in the recess. So as you can see, we're also going to need to pick out a lot of these muscle tones on the arms and things like that, just to show the separation of the muscle. Even if there's not a lot of the Agrax coloration by those muscles, we want to still make them pop out on the model, so that even on the tabletop you can see that he's got these kind of muscular arms. So anyways, I'm just going to go around the whole model and get this color done up, instead of you watching me paint this same orange over 20 minutes. So as you can see here, we've got the base orange down all over the model, and we've, again, with that Agrax Earthshade being left in the recesses, we've gotten a very deep color. So now we're going to start our highlighting, and it's going to be a very simple highlight, and we're just going to be picking out some of the topmost parts on the model here. So just like along the ridges of the fingers, the wrists, and things like that. So we're going to come in with a 1-to-1 mixture of Citadel's Averland Sunset and Troll Slayer Orange. Now, I'm using the Averland Sunset to kind of mute down the brightness of the orange, as with Jacaro Orange is a very kind of dull color. You don't want to go straight into a Troll Slayer Orange, or you're going to get too vibrant of a color, which is not what I want to go for. So as you can see here, it's a change in highlight, but it's not a drastic change, which is really what I want here. So here we're just going to pick out the uppermost edges of parts of the carapace, or whatever happens to be on the Tyranid. So just like that little shoulder, elbow joints, and the forearm area. And we're just going to kind of go over the entire model, picking out these edges. I've done it on this side already, so as you can see, I've picked up the knuckles, the wrist, some of the muscle on the back arm, and even the top arm there. So I'm going to go around the rest of the model and get this color done. Again, skipping ahead just to save some time for you guys. but we'll come back once he's done the first highlight. So with that highlight dry, you can tell that it's very subtle now as to oppose when we first started putting it on. So our next highlight is going to be, again, a mixture of Fire Dragon Bright and Uriel Yellow in a 1-to-1 fashion. This one here is going to be very selective edge highlight, as we are going to be picking out just the topmost parts of the arms, as well as a little bit of artistic choice here in some areas as well. So this is going to be establishing essentially where I want my light source to be kind of coming from. And as you can tell, it's kind of coming from both sides as I'm doing the highlights the same way on both sides. So I chose to do near the elbow just to give it a little bit more separation in that area. As well as we're going to be doing the wrist, part of the hands, the knuckles, and things like that. I'm not going to be getting the knee or the feet with this highlight, as I kind of want to let that light source show that it's not getting down that far. As well as we're not going to be hitting this kind of little elbow bone or whatever that happens to be on the model. Again, being very, very selective here, and just using the edge of my brush going over the areas that I want, just so I don't get a big broad stroke, even though I am using a small detail brush for this highlight. So here, picking just the kind of outer edge of that muscle, and this color is thinned out as well with Lamaine Medium, which is going to give us a lot of control in our color, so that we can do thin layers and do multiple thin layers. This is where I suggest that you use a wet palette so that you can keep your mixture moist while it's drying, so that you do have that control of building up your colors, kind of using them almost like a glaze to a degree. It's not a glaze consistency that the paint is in, but it's roughly around that type of idea. So I'm just going to go kind of look over the whole model here and see where I want this to hit. So like on this side here, I want to hit up by the nail here, the side of that finger, and the knuckle as well. The other knuckles I'm probably not going to hit with the color, as it will kind of break the overall look I want with this highlight. So just with that in mind, I'm going to kind of skip ahead again and we'll get on to the last highlight. So here, that highlight's all done. That last one kind of stands out a lot more, but we're going to come in with straight Uriel Yellow now. This is going to be very, very, very simple highlight. We're just kind of putting little dots and little lines everywhere, just to give it that final highlight look. Now it is kind of hard to kind of see it with the whole model being yellow and orange right now, but when it's done, you'll see the color transition and the variations when the rest of the model is complete. The carapace is done, and his brain and the fleshy parts are done as well. So being very, very selective and just putting little dots and lines on not a lot of places. Actually, I'm probably just going to do like the upper muscle portion, his wrist joint on that one finger that's kind of pointing, and pretty much about it. Didn't do too many highlights on the feet, as well as because I wanted to keep that kind of look. So like here, just on that kind of knuckle or fingernail area, and on the separation here. And as you can see, I'm just kind of dabbing like little lines. But that's it, guys. That's pretty much about it. That's as far as I'm going to take the highlight for the skin color, or what I like to call his skin. the next video, we're probably going to start working again, like I said, on these little fleshy bits here, like his brain and stuff like that, and those kind of open areas on his armor. But that's it, guys. I want to thank you for watching the video. As always, there's going to be a link to my Facebook and Patreon accounts in the video description below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and the like button. And hope to see you guys in some more videos. Thanks, and have a great day.